On the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends. No, I can't wait to get on that road again. On the road again.
Alright, and we're back. Sorry, I was stopping by drive-thru and I didn't think that they would appreciate being on camera. While I was on drive-thru, I actually noticed that my wife had driven this car last, and this car is one of those with the seat warmers, or, she left it on. And so I'm sitting here going, why the hell is my ass sweating so bad? And then I'm like, oh shit, I look down, the button's on. Yeah, I'm roasting my buns right now. I turned it off. So I'm a little bit more comfortable right now. And as soon as the ball sweat stops occurring, I'll be much better. Anyway, back to the tattoo parlor. In fact, we're going to pass right by there here soon. I was talking about the underage kids that come in, because in this state, I don't know what it is in other states, but in this state, under 18, in order to be pierced, you have to have parents' written consent and a copy of the ID. I'm not sure about tattoos. I got this feeling that you can't get a tattoo no matter what unless you're over 18, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll check on that and let you guys know. But regardless. So, this chunky, ethnically challenged woman comes up with her equally chunky daughter, who's 14, I find out. And she's bringing the daughter in to get her belly button pierced. And I know it's mean. And I don't mean to make fun of chubby kids, because I was a chubby kid. But who in the world would want to see the belly button piercing on this girl? And if nobody's going to see it, why would you get one? It just doesn't make any sense to me at all. You know, I have thought about getting a tattoo, but one, nothing is memorable enough for me to get it. And two, I wouldn't want it in a place that's overly publicly available. I don't want it interfering with work or anything else like that. I think it would be a cool conversation piece, because I believe I would be the only friend that I have, at least of friends that I went to high school with, that has a tattoo. I know Nate doesn't, and he is adamantly against it. He won't even get his ears pierced. So there's just no way that he would do a tat, because he has nothing that he would want that badly on. But regardless, so the chubby girl comes in and she gets it done, and then a little bit later, another 14-year-old comes in with her family, big ass family too. There's like 6 people in this family coming into this tattoo parlor, and I'm, wondering how much business they're going to get out of this place. So they come up, and their daughter, again 14 years old, wants a belly button ring. And I'm thinking, wow, there's a lot of underage kids getting belly button rings nowadays. That's just not something I remember in high school. Hell, these kids are still in middle school. I couldn't imagine that. One of my friends getting one of those in middle school going, hey, look at this. I guess it's a changing times. And I guess that's a sign that I'm getting old. Because I don't get some of the younger stuff. I don't get, the pierce, especially the weird piercings. Those big gauges and shit you get in your ears. What the hell are you people thinking? And I know I may have some listeners out there, some viewers, that have those. Let me tell you, from an employer perspective, not attractive. and from a customer perspective, I don't want to be served normally by somebody with those. Unless it's in a tattoo parlor or piercing parlor, and then it's okay. It's socially acceptable there. But in general, no. My stepson has like 4 piercings in one ear and 1 in another, and it's okay, because they're just piercings. They're not gauges. My daughter-in-law has a couple of piercings in each ear. It took my daughter until she was 16 to get her ears pierced. And I'm kind of happy about that. And she's only got 1 hole in each ear. But I truly don't understand these gauges. We were talking about it last night. And, Nate and I went to a concert, and we talked about it on the show. We saw a guy with a gauge in his ear big enough to pass a $50 through. Why is somebody screwing his ear that they need a hole that big? I just don't get it. You know, why do you need an opening that large? And like I said, I know I'm old. I will freely admit that. I'm an old fogey. You know, I'm married, I got kids, I got step grandkids at this point, which makes me old. To point out how old I am, sweatpants feel comfortable. And not like the ones with juicy on the ass or anything like that. I would never wear those. But I'm to the point where, apart from elastic in my waist on dress pants, I like old men fashion. I will say a pair of slip-on shoes, I didn't think I would like them. I love them. They're great. It is so old-fashioned. You know, I'm one step away from Velcro. But getting back to my point, I don't understand the radical piercings and stuff like that. I'm working on a website for these people, and one of their prized piercings is this girl who's got probably a dozen rings in her back, and they lace up her back like you would see, you know, laced up the old style stockings or the hooker stockings or whatever it is that has the laces up the back. They have her back done like that. It's bizarre. A little hot, I will admit, but bizarre nonetheless. The funniest part about the white 14-year-old girl who got her belly button pierced was the piercing guy, Cam. It was funny because he knew that the kid wasn't listening to him about the aftercare. And he's telling her, oh, now remember, pat dry your belly button from now on. You know, because most of the time when you get out of the shower, you put the towel around your waist and you're done. I'll admit, I do that. Everybody I know does that. Except for those people who have old-style robes. Yeah. That's really old. But then he looked at the parents and he goes, you guys are going to have a hilarious time tonight. And they go, why? They go, well, because she's not going to remember what I just told her because she wasn't paying attention. And so she's going to get out of the shower. She's going to put the towel around her waist, and then she's going to pull it off sometime later. And she is going to scream bloody murder. And you are going to be too busy laughing and rolling on the floor to worry about her. He says, because it is funny. And I stifled my laugh, but just barely. I could see exactly what he was talking about, and I could definitely see somebody doing that. So I just thought that was funnier than hell. I'm getting close to where I need to be, so we will pick this up a little later on, maybe on the drive home. And by then, I might have another story. Who knows? Maybe I walk in on somebody, you know, doing a tan nude. That would be fun. Haven't done that yet. Of course, it'd be completely by accident. So with that said, we'll be back.